How on a day, my beautiful and amazing people. I salute you according to that time, or depending on when at and that they listen to us. I welcome you to this beautiful day with another Bengalicious information. My people that well done, my people now welcome. One that shall never end. My people, on a day hear way to way they hear. Well, it is all like that when you are a success. So they say success has many friends, while failure has no friend. In fact, I won't say many enemies, but no friend. Nobody recognizes you. Whatever you want to do in this life for my people, I beg you, as long as you are a fan of Niger Celebrity and you are watching me every time, please make sure you succeed in life. Don't ever be a failure. I will not be happy with you. If you are succeeding, just call me. I will promote your success. Just tell me, I'll promote your success. Tell me what you're doing, I'll promote your success. Don't ever fail in life because failure has no friend. In fact, it has no brother, no, has no sister. Success had a lot of relation. In fact, the relation of success, they get more than extended relation, family relation. People will know the brother to brother to brother to your father, and the brother to brother to brother to your mother. They go come. That is what is happening though. You see this way where you think say people they draw Queen May, all these people where they drag Queen May. Now the jealousy of her success. Now the jealousy of her success, of course everybody know that. Of course, even them that talk about it know. That's why when I was listening to Skeleton Mother last night, I was laughing. I say, well, Skeleton Mother, we never see something. You never cheat chomchen. Like my people will say, you never cheat chomchen. You they apologize to Queen May. Say that woman carry grace. Say you know feasting for 3 days. Only 3 days. Tell us say money willing can pay you don't finish. Like that is it. You don't chop and finish, and you know one renew am because your conscience is disturbing you. Well, thank God you still have conscience, sha. My people don't be sporting, don't be even that one carry me come now. I get one update wey drop for my domot now. I say make a touch light and with on my people. You see, this life, like I said before, is good to be successful. Yes, it is. And now the challenge now is this premier success. Where will it go to? Remember, in my last update, I told you that Sapete Edochie reached out to Queen May and was telling him that he had heard all the successes he made in UK and all the ones he's making. That is the spirit of the Edochies. Oh my God, this spirit of Edochies. If he doesn't come with it, it's our name. Let's not leave that. I talk much in that update. If you have not watched it, please go and watch my former update. You see, I hope I made it in details. You understand? So, but this one, another update just enter now because these people go look. You know, say everything they want about Queen May is what they benefit from her. Her father's property, her own properties, everything. That is what they want from Queen May. No other thing. In fact, if you remove those things, Queen May is nothing to them. In fact, there's nobody like Queen May. They won't even deal with her. They won't because those guys don't deal with people. You don't deal with you if you don't have anything to offer. That's one beautiful thing I like about the Duchess. If you don't have anything to offer, they will not deal with you. That's why you see, not all of them are accepting Judy Austin. The only thing Judy Austin has to offer to them is the charm side. Judy Austin is a very big asset when it has to come with going to juju and doing some diabolical things. Outside the diabolical things, Judy Austin would have been chased away since. All this thing where they say she know they accept, she know that she's not accepted, she's not accepted. They would have done some worse things to Judy Austin that would make her go. But when they see that at least they manage that, if they want to do some of those diabolical things, they have somebody that will go for them because of their name and everything. Let people not recognize them. They cannot send Judy Austin. Judy Austin go send the mama. I don't say Mama Julius and Mama na queen now. Na queen, a representative of the queen of the marine queen, where they work out for road. That one no be this thing. If you watch the day Storm was dedicated, you see she was saying it. She already is a queen. The father dedicated her to the goddess, and she was also, dedicated and dedicated her children. So, but right now, right away, the issue now is the Edochies are reaching out to Queen May from the same discussion where you had before. It continued that Sapet Edochie was trying to find out where will the kids be, as per how will the kids be? Are they? That's what he's trying to say is that are they going to be a league base or they are going to be Edochies? Because the information reaching him is that Queen May is trying to do some paperwork some legal work to make the children to be Aligwes rather than Edochies. In fact, we may want to have her own carved out family. Even though the children will be answering Edochies if they want, because they already certificate carries Edochies, their school and everything. But she wants to detach them from Edochies to remain on their own. After all, they can make their own wealth. What will the Edochies benefit? Or what are they benefiting from the Edochies? If they check out, you see that the Edochies are not of any good to them. Rather, Edochies will always remind them of pain, especially the pain of their brother that they lost, which nobody were there. Nobody was there to support them. So she wants to create a situation where these kids can be on their own. Neither Edochies nor Aligwes, or both Edochie and Aligwes, but on their own. They are not going to return to that village mansion. They can create a village for themselves by buying a land anywhere they want in the east and decide to live there. Buy as many property as they want, because they are not looking for any inherited land. Even inherited land no day for Anambra State. Anambra no get land. If you want to go talk about inherited land, people that will inherit land, you talk about Imo State and Abia State. That's where you inherit land, especially in Mbise side where land day. If you talk about, if you go to Anambra, there's no land in Anambra because their lands are the gully and the erosion and everything messed up the whole of their land. You understand? They don't have Anambra actually don't have much land. Most things have taken over their lands. So you are not talking about inherited land in Inteje. So no. Yeah. They can go to local government or even in Inteje local government, in Inteje community rather, and buy a massive land, because they can buy if they get, or they go to any place they can see a massive land and get, because they can buy it from those, or even buy in the town and break it down and build whatever they want to build. Because that's why I say, just succeed. That's all you want. That's the revenge to the enemy's success. You understand? So the information had reached the Edochies that there's no plan for these children to return, these kids to return to the Edochies. As per at the end of the day, they are still the kids of you, the Edochie. No matter what happened, they will still inherit what Queen May made, and they will become you. That's what they have been believing on since, and they have been relying on since, and it's not a problem to them. They now relax whatever Queen May makes comes back to them. But now they are getting another feedback that these kids may not be able to, it may not be, they will become their own. Who again is still trying to trace the ancestry? Nobody is going for ancestry. Who ancestry help these days? Who ancestry help? People are living out. There are people who have already decided to live in UK. Live where you have peace. Hand over something, company or anything to your kids. They start from there. They build their own. Hand over another thing to their own kids. Build their own. That's how life is. Nobody's talking. Ancestry is going. Yes, Africa is saying we are going back to the more you think you want to go back to your history, yes, the more you encounter some issues, because a lot of people had gone to their villages and had. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't show our kids back the root where they're from. No. But when the root is bad, when the root is evil, when the root does not help anybody, there are some things that that are roots that need not to be inherited. There are people who say, okay, they want to show their kids their root. Yeah, you laugh that you have a root. You are happy you have a root. But there are roots that bring you pain. Take you to the root. You start from square one again. The root drags you down. You understand? They show you your background. Your background now carries your bag and keep on the ground. What do you now do? Is it not to leave the background that keeps the bag on the ground? Then, or you leave, you take your bag out of the ground and leave your background. Because there are some background that has a glue, that whenever you go to your background, it glues your back at the ground and you remain on the ground. So that is what we are saying. So it has been established that these kids are not going back to the Edochies. And for clarity's sake, they will not even go back to Aligwes. They will say, they are stealing our kids. No. Because their father rejected them by going to carry another woman, they have also rejected them by carving out their own niche for themselves. Thank God their mother is making it, and thank God they have bright futures. Already Carl is traveling to school, And already, Danielle is already a millionaire. She has already graduated. At 20, she's already a millionaire, have a car. She's a multiple brand ambassador. She can take care of herself. She's not somebody that any man can deceive to marry. It's not somebody that any man can deceive with money. She makes her own money. So if she wants to marry today, she would decide who she wants to marry. You understand? Because she has her money, she has everything. Nothing will deceive her. So thank God Zen also had a bright future. Nobody is dependent on them. Nobody is going to call them to write anything for them. If they need local government of origin, they can get it anywhere. It's where you registered, and you can, as they are bred and brought up in Lagos, they can decide to go to Lagos, Ojo, and the local government and take local government of, if they want to stay there, they can decide to go to Anambra State, go to Oyi local government and take local government of origin, and still, you see, there is nothing you can use to trap them down, because these are kids who will be of age very soon and take their decision. So sometimes when those days they will tell you that is for the sake of these kids will come back. Yeah. The most important thing is to train a kid and make the kid, no matter how, there are some people who train their kids and bring them home, they travel abroad and refuse to come back. You're not going to force them. As long as they are old enough to make decisions, you're not going to force them. They will do what they want to do, and they will live how they want to live. It is not you that dictates for them. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen to that. My people know people want to know. They say, Sapet Edochie and the family, Edochies, information are getting to them steady, that these kids are not talking about. Whenever they interview Daniel, interview Carl, interview Zen, none of them is talking about their family. None of them is remembering to return home. And the Edochies have decided to do so many things to lure them back. No way. And that is what is making them always to see as if they would drag their mother to be angry and so, am I dragging your kids? Let them go back. The mother will not decide for these kids. Because they have realized that there's no plans, even after the divorce, that these kids will return. Edochies are coming now to accuse Queen May of trying to change the mind of the kids from assuming the Edochies. And they are now calling Queen May that it will be very dangerous, according to what they say. They talk allegedly on media space. I heard that the Edochies are telling Queen May that it will be very dangerous to stop these kids from becoming Edochies. It will be very dangerous to make these kids to take their face out of the Edochies, because those kids are Edochies and should remain Edochies. That is so that when they start making it tomorrow, when they start doing well tomorrow, they say because they are Edochies. That's why they gave them work in UK and US when none of them had gone to UK and US. Okay, Leo's first son is in UK. Okay. When none of them had made any establishment for it. Even their papa find it difficult to travel to the UK. The same papa now will say, now my name. Now in they make money in UK. You see, sometimes I sit down and begin to ask myself, how do people think and how do people feel? You offend somebody and you feel no remorse about it. You have not shown any remorse about what you did to somebody. And all you keep saying every day is that it is your name, as if your name is gold or silver or diamond that is sparkling in the hands of that person. But it's only that God knows how he does his things and does not fail his people. God knows how he does his things. He doesn't fail his people. If not, I would have said that these Edochies need to be prosecuted for what they are doing. To look at Amaka Paula did not tell anybody any story. He had left. If not that Queen May's own escalated because of Judy Austin. Also, nobody knows how Queen May would have also been, because no May nation would have known about it. And nobody would have supported Queen May. Amaka was not supported, but thank God she got her divorce. However it was, how many things they collected from her, nobody knows. How she left, nobody knows. Yes, I respect their privacy and I respect the way they did it because of their kids. But you see, they need to also to be investigated, the way they treat people, because nobody knows what these people have passed through in their hands before they leave. So they said that the Duchess are calling Queen May that they will never tolerate it if these kids do not return to them at the end of the day to live with them as a Duchess. That they will make sure they use every force to bring them home. Who are you going to, like me now as I am, if something like that happened to my parents and I am a man of how many years and they are telling me that I have to come back at 50 or 51 to return back to you, you will come and carry me now. People don't be so just say when some people they talk like this. I know that everybody knows what they are looking for is they know Queen May had established in UK, established in US, and the sister is also there, and they already know that these kids have a bright future, that they may end up in Europe and America making a lot of money. They just want to lay a foundation where at the end of the day, whatever these kids make will still return to the Duchess. And invariably, what it means is that all these pains and effort that and struggles that Queen May is putting on now to establish herself and establish her kids will still be inherited and enjoyed by the Duchess. That's exactly what they're saying. When they speak, we understand. That's exactly what they're talking about. That is it. Without it, if Queen May had not been making anything and everything, I will tell you they will abandon even the kids. They will abandon even the kids. Nobody will be talking about those kids, those kids, those kids. Where were they when Danielle was in school and was looking for assistance to pay her school fees? Did any of them lift any hand of help? Did they? Where were they? Now Carl is going to school. He's about to enter university. Has anybody suggested the kind of university he will and who will pay? They were relaxed. Tomorrow, when they make it now, they become a duchess and they become the spirit of a duchess. That's exactly what we're talking about. And when we say these things, don't take it as if we are trying to undo some people. We are not. We are just opening up some things for you to reason. Like myself, I don't know of any other blogger. I'm not sentimental. If you check me very well, you will know I only analyze it. Even though I don't like, with passion, I don't like what the Edochies do, especially what you, Edochie and Judy Austin, did to Queen May. Yes, but I will analyze it the way I see it for you to also make a judgment by yourself. That is it. You just see that it's obvious that whenever you see them, you see the ulterior motive in what they are saying. They are just trying to con you. Who are you going to? You see, we are in a jet age where people read your mind and understand what you're saying. We are not in that crude time when it is yes, Lord, yes, my Lord, yes, sir, yes, ma. No, people analyze. People try to find out why are you doing what you're doing, and this thing you're doing, is it what you're supposed to do? So that's just what we are saying. My people no be smart, they say the Edochies are asking the Queen May to make sure that she will not go with the kids to any place she's going to, whether she's going to another man's house or another going to the father's house, that she should know that she will not go with her kids to her father's house or to another man's house. Rather, the kids remains Edochies. The kids cannot leave that family because it is their tradition that they don't lose their kids. And I ask, if it is their tradition that they don't lose their kids, how are they taking care of those kids wherever they are? How? Child support is not here. Okay, let's see how much they will pay Queen May after the divorce on child support. And let's see how they will pay the 100 million and pay the child support. And I know, let's see how much that you, Ledoche, will pay for all the things he has caused Queen May. Then that will make us to understand that these people, they actually know what they are saying, or they actually mean what they are saying. But in all reality, my people, these people are not making any sense. I'm just telling you the truth. They are not. They are only jealous of what this woman is making. But I pray, my only prayer is that these kids will certainly make it. They will not end up like their dad. They will not fall into the hand of a wrong woman that their dad, especially Carl and Zen. I pray for them always, because I always tell people, pray for your son, especially when you have a husband that is not responsible. Pray for your son, especially when that your son hates what the dad is doing. Because I have come to realize that kids that hates what their dad is doing, the male kids, the boys that hate what their dad do, tends to behave like their dad later in life when they marry. And I pray always for those kids that they will never behave like their dad, because it's going to be a disaster. Because all these things are psychological. That's why when you're praying for Queen May and praying for the Queen May family, pray for their safety, praying for God to be with them, also pray for those kids that they will never inherit any bad trait and bad blood from you. God will wash them completely. Completely from whatever their dad has committed. God will wash them, that both Zen and Carl will never have anything to do with you, the Duchess' bad character, because it is very bad. So Queen May is already succeeded. Edochies are wasting their time. They are not going to get anything because everybody knows that what Edochies are looking for is what they can get from Queen May. But I thank God, though. I am so much happy, not just celebrity. I am so much happy because how will it have been? Have you ever thought about it, my people? How will it have been if Queen May had not made it? How do you think it would have been? Just think about it. Hey, how do you think these people would have looked at her? But thank the Almighty God that the case is different. The reverse is the case. They are now coming to get something from her, not her going, because they would have dealt with her because of child support. Queen May would have rolled on her knees to beg them to support if Queen May had not made anything. I'm telling you the truth. But God know they sleep. God, when it comes to his own, he know they sleep. And that's why I love him and I worship him. My people, like I share this video and God will bless you. Make it have a nice day. Bye.